In this video, I want to share with you 10 very important tips on how to survive without a house help. And you want to stick around for the 10th reason because I think this is the game changer. Guys, I love house helps. I don't know why some people think that I don't love house helps when they watch some of the videos we have on this channel. By the way, I have a very nice and crucial and informative playlist on how to deal with your house help, and I will link it here. But some people have watched those videos and come to the conclusion that I have something against house helps. I don't. They are a very important part of our lives as moms and as working moms. However, I am very key and very keen to make sure that I keep the relationship professional. Yes, I do not treat our house help as another member of this family because she's not. And this does not make me mean, it just makes me a realist. She's a valued key employee who takes care of our amazing 4 children, and I really appreciate and I recompense and remunerate her, accordingly. But she's not a member of our family because, by the way, she will leave. Yes. The members of this family that we have here are here for life. Our house help is not. And the day I learned to be able to set boundaries and to treat our relationship professionally was the day that I was liberated from all this drama. So yes, I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but there, I have said it. Yes. Take it to the bank. So the first tip that you want to keep in mind when your house help, because she will leave, she's going for Christmas. I do hope your house help is going for Christmas. So the first tip to surviving without her during this holiday season is have a routine. Yes, you guys know that I am a huge proponent of the Fly Lady system because having a routine means I don't have to think about which section of my house I need to clean, which one I don't need to clean, which one to clean next, and all that. I wake up, I know today is this day, we're in this week of the month, and this is the area that needs to be cleaned. So this way, I free up my mind to think of other things and then just get moving. Everything moves faster when you know exactly what you're supposed to do next. So please have a routine. Write down a morning routine. Even if it's not the Fly Lady routine, morning routine, just come up with your own that works for your family. Know what happens when you wake up in the morning. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then you go to work and your children go to school, and then you come back and then you do this for your evening routine, and life will be going boom, 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 because everybody knows what is expected of them at whatever time of the day. And there you have it. Have a routine. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is have a meal plan. Yes, we have left those days when we used to decide what we are going to have for dinner at 17 minutes past 4 p.m. No, it's too late. We need to have a meal plan where we know, even before the week starts, that on Monday we'll have this for dinner, on Tuesday, even breakfast, you guys, because it really helps you to feel more organized. You won't be overwhelmed because I'm assuming maybe you're working. Even if you're not working outside of the home, stay-at-home moms also work. So it will just free up, you'll just feel more organized and ready to face your day when you know exactly what people will be eating. And also because you know what people will be eating, you have shopped for them, so you're not dashing to the kiosk at now 5:11 p.m. to go and buy the onion that you didn't buy because you forgot that you were going to cook with an onion today. So having a meal plan is a really key thing to survive this season without a house help, because you guys, nobody wants that drama, and then and then also I have done a video on how to make your own meal plan. Of course, I got you. Please check out that video and come up with a meal plan before your house help goes for holidays. Yes, please. Tip number 3 is batch cook. Of course, if you've been watching this channel for a minute, you knew that I was going to come up with batch cooking because it is such a game changer. When I realized that I can batch cook my meals, you guys, my life just became one long holiday. Yes, I'm just on holiday all the time. Well, not really, but having cooked my meals in advance means all I have to do is remove food from my freezer, let it thaw, and then heat up the beef stew or the dengu or the whatever, boil some rice, hopefully with some coconut rice or rice with raisins. Check out that video. Amazing rice dishes. And then, boom, we have dinner, of course, with a side of spinach or that I have grown from my garden, because I had to mention that I'm a farmer, you guys. I'm a serious farmer, okay? So basically, batch cook your meals in advance. Even if you cannot do it for a whole month like me, you can do it for a week, and it will really save you time. Even if you don't want to cook all your meals up to the end, you can meal prep. Then at least it will make your life so much easier, and you will thank me. I know you will. Tip number 4 is have your house help you before she goes on holiday, because you know she will go on holiday. But you gotta be smart about these things, guys. Before she leaves, you can just make sure that she helps you to clean as much of your home as needs to be cleaned, you guys. Because you don't want to be nganganaing with cleaning windows and whatnot, and it's December 24th and everything, and you have guests coming and all that. Basically, have her help you as much as she can. She can help you with the batch cooking. Like, our help helps me with the batch cooking because she does a lot of the prepping of the ingredients for me and all that. She can help you with the laundry, making sure that most of your laundry is done. We do have a washing machine for our laundry, so it's easier for me to do my laundry. But if you don't, then just let her help you to sort of get you situated before she leaves. And if you've been treating her well, as you should, please do treat them well. I'm sure she'll be happy to make sure that she's also leaving you not so desperate. But so you guys know, we stopped being desperate. Yeah, we did. We had this discussion. I distinctly remember having this discussion. Yeah, so help her. Let her help you. Yes. And tip number 5 sort of plays into tip number 4 is deep clean your entire house before she goes. Yes, if you can. So that when she's gone, and you're on holiday, you don't have to spend your whole day again cleaning, okay? You just have to maintain. And especially if you have the Fly Lady system showing you where to maintain here and there, it's going to be so much easier, all right? Just make sure you've done the bulk of your cleaning. Deep clean everything. Just deep clean. And then when she goes, but make sure you maintain also, okay? Let her not come and be met with dirty dishes all the way from the gate. You know, we shine our sinks before we go to bed, right? You guys, we don't leave dirty dishes in the sink, and we shine our sinks. We wash them and we put them away, and we clear our counters, just in case you're wondering. So let her just deep clean your house before she leaves, and then once she's gone, it will be so much easier for you to do it. I hope this makes sense. And if this is the kind of content that you like, remember to hit the subscribe button, because I am the champion of all moms everywhere, trying to show us just how to go about our mom life without losing our marbles. Yes. And you will learn all that on this channel. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And tip number 6 is yes, I've remembered. Tip number 6 is get a day bag to come at least once a week, when during that time when you don't have a house help, to just help you move along. Do that extra deep clean maybe once a week, especially if you're a working mom and you're gone Monday to Friday, or maybe Monday to Saturday afternoon. So it will really help to have someone come once a week, just do the bulk of what you have not been managing to do throughout. And the good thing is they are easily available, thankfully, for us here in Kenya. So make sure you organize with one before, because you might be relying on your normal day bag if you have one that comes normally, only to find that this is the Christmas she decided she's shipping out all the way to the countryside, and then she's no longer there, and then you're just cooked. The goose is well and truly roasted. So make sure you call them before the Christmas season starts, before the holiday season starts, to confirm that they will be available. Just prior planning prevents poor performance. Oh, yes, you have it there. Number 7 is embrace night cleaning. Yes, you guys, the night is your friend. So let's say you work 9 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever the hours that you work, and you only have a small chunk of time in the evening to do some maintenance of your house before you go to bed. Please don't waste that time on Netflix. You guys, at this point, I think Netflix are just about to sue me because I am so anti-Netflix. But it's not just Netflix, it's just the time. It's good to relax with Netflix once everything is done, but please let us just take that few 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the evening, especially once the kids have gone to bed, to do some sprucing up here and there, and your life is going to be okay. There is nothing better than waking up in the morning to a clean and sparkling house, table set for breakfast. Actually, you guys, you know what? I've done a whole video. I've just remembered. I've done a whole video on my life without a house help, and I've shown you all these things. So please check it out. In that video, I said how I even like to set my table for breakfast so that when we wake up in the morning, you just sit and eat. I mean, it feels like you had little elves coming into the middle of the night to prepare your house, but in reality, you are your own elf. Yes, so embrace night cleaning. It makes a big difference. Tip number 8 is prepare for the holidays early, in advance. As in, if you're hosting, let's say Christmas, Merry Christmas, by the way, you guys, it's almost Christmas. I love Christmas so much. So let's say you're hosting for Christmas, all right? Know what you're going to cook for Christmas beforehand. Please don't come up with your menu on 24th night, because then you will be now truly cooked and roasted and fried and deep fried. Okay, so make sure you know your menu in advance. Prep what you can in advance. For example, salads can be easily made in advance. You can even batch cook some of your meals in advance. You can make chapos. You can just, you know what, just prepare for the holidays earlier, in good times, okay? If you have presents to wrap for your little ones, please don't wrap them on 24th. You can wrap them even on 17th. They won't know, by the way, you know? So once you are ready, then you won't feel so overwhelmed when that day comes and you're hosting. Or even if you're not hosting other people, of course your family will be there and they sort of like expecting some fancy schmancy meal, because hello, it's Christmas, Jesus was born, hallelujah. So just be prepared in advance, okay? Be prepared. I was a scout. That was our motto. Be prepared. Yes, I was a Girl Scout. And I hope you guys are going to stick around for tip number 10, because I think this is the game changer of everything. But before we get there, let's go to tip number 9, which is enlist your family's help. So yes, you have been left alone with your toddling children and your husband and your house, and it all needs to be taken care of, and you are that hardworking ninja mama who can do it all by herself. But don't even, by the way, you can ask your family to help you where they can, and I'm sure they'll be glad to. I mean, our kids do quite enjoy helping around the house. They love rinsing dishes once I have washed them. I believe our 7-year-old can actually wash dishes right now. I think I need to start requiring him to start washing some dishes, and then someone else will rinse for him. But anyway, they can wash dishes, or they can rinse, they can sweep. Of course, they can make their beds. They can shower themselves, you know. They can set the table, they can clear the table. They can water plants. What else can they do? They can do a lot. They can load the washing machine. Yeah, they can do quite a bit, by the way. So enlist your family's help. Even your husband. I thank God for my husband, because he's such a trooper, and he really does help, and we work very well together. So please make sure you enlist your family's help. Don't do this alone. I know you are a lone ranger, ninja mama, but we all need help. Tip number 10 for surviving without your house help during the holiday season is, are you ready for this? Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Yes. And what this means is, know that your help might not come back. Let me just be the first one to tell you, sister, she's not coming. Forget it. Well, not really, she is coming. Or she's not. You know, you never know. You never really know. And it doesn't matter how I've been so nice to her, I've done this, I've done that. These people, they are great, and they also have plans, and they have dreams, And maybe you think you've been nice, but maybe to them you've not been that nice, and it is okay. As I have said before in countless other videos, our house helps, great as they are in our lives for a reason and for a season. So this is what I mean. Hope for the best, okay? But just have a plan B, just in case. 2nd of January comes and mteja hapati kale. You know, you need to figure out, what am I going to do? Do I have an option? You know, guys, I've talked about how to find a good house help, how to maintain them, how to let them go, and all that. There's an entire playlist, and if ever there was a month to watch that playlist, I believe it is in the month of December. All right. And I think it's very important for us to be prepared mentally. I think for me, I feel like when I'm prepared, I don't get so surprised. I'm hoping for that. By the way, we have a really nice help, and we hope that she will come back once the holiday seasons are done. But I am cognizant of the fact that the situation might be different, and I am coming up with a plan B, C, D, E, F. Just in case, okay? So yes, and this is a bonus point, okay? When your house help is going, please just be nice to her, release her nicely. Let her enjoy her Christmas holidays. Give her something extra if you can. You guys, I know I have talked about this before, all right? Give her a reason to come back. That's what I'll say. Give her a reason to come back, and she might. It's not a guarantee that she'll come back, but give her a reason to not want to leave you. I hope that makes sense. I hope you have learned something. I am here. I am rooting for you, Mama. We can do this with or without house help. These are our kids. This is our family. To whom much is given, much more is required. You guys, so we are in this together. Let us be the best employers that we can be, and God will do the rest. Bye, guys. Have a Merry Christmas.